And the Washington Redskins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Like 80.
Mike 51. Yeah, let's get second.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard up. The game's first play at second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Boston Scott, his first carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Like 20.
They'll run with Scott. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And an alley to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 97 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
3 down, 3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Here we go, here we go. Watch 80!
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That! Black 20!
Tight as well. What's tight?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
All right, now. Blue 30.
51 to mine. I got you. I got you.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On the carry, this is Scott. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
That! 180! Easy, easy.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Scott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Get wide.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, this is Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They come out here in the I.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 25, check 25, check 25. Go on. 3. Alert 3. Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Show it up. Shoot your football. Check it.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Samaje Pirine, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Go, Mike. Block 80. Hey, let's go there. Hey, let's go. Block it.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Roethlisberger now complete to Switzer. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man is Switzer complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Williams loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now Scott. And he's got room. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boston Scott His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third down, here's Haskins. He hits White, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up third down. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, how does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Geis going right. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Ready up, 55, back 55. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go, here we go. White 80.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Block 80! 51. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That's going to be caught. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
All day, defense, all day.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Silver. Check, Lucky.
On the ground, Geis.
Go.
He fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Put your money. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want.
That's complete to White. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kevin White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 1st down, it's Scott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Charlie. We own them.
There we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Steelers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Haskins will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Like 5. Check 56. All day, baby. All day, all day, all day.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 84 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
What's the run? They're running, man.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. 18 data. Hey, defense, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got White here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Here's Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.